Previously in the Raiders franchise, we went toe-to-toe with Kansas City, only to lose in heartbreaking fashion, just missing a game-winning touchdown. We followed that up against the Chargers by blowing a 2-touchdown fourth-quarter advantage, and then allowing the game-winning overtime touchdown, losing in walk-off fashion. Then I thought we lost the series forever, but it was only a PSN issue, which means we continue on, having lost our last 3 games, with 2 left, and the playoffs no guarantee. We've got the Eagles and the Chargers rematch to finish the season. We sit at 8-7. The wild card is our only way into the playoffs, and right now, we are the 6th seed in the AFC. Right now, it looks like 9 victories may get you a wild card. It's kind of a mediocre conference now, with the Chiefs and Ravens out in front with double-digit victories. The Jets, Browns, Raiders, Jaguars are the only other teams that are currently above 500. But we've lost our last 3, and we're opening today against a pretty good Eagles team. This appears to be a really good matchup on paper. 2 teams that have a quality offense and defense. You've got a heavyweight fight with our secondary matched up against A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And our defense has let us down lately. It's brought calls from the comment section to fire our defensive coordinator after these losses. Now in Madden, I'm not sure it makes sense to fire coordinators in season because I'm not sure you can actually rehire anybody else at that time, so you're just not getting boosts to any spot. So you're kind of best off doing those things at the end of a season. And if we don't play better defense the rest of the way, you can bet we'll be looking in a, oh, I just fired him on accident. Usually it says, are you sure? Like everything says, are you sure? Apparently you can hire someone else right now. Let's pretend that never happened. The options available aren't very good. So hopefully the defense can step it up here and put these losses behind us. Our fourth quarter defense has been awful. And I've come to really, trust this defense for the most part in the series. We made the huge investment right off the bat, adding Jalen Johnson, L'Jarius Sneed. Now this past offseason, DJ Reader. I apologize to Devin White for leaving him out because he was Defensive Player of the Year last season. Max Crosby likely wins it this season. But why is this unit disappointing late in games? It could cost us a playoff spot. Please, no more injuries. We've dealt with a few down the stretch to the offensive line. Defense has rarely been at full strength this year. We're going to miss John Feliciano. He's the backup center, but I think we should be healthier today than we have been in a while. Colton Miller should be able to, well, I can't return him yet. It says no. I say yes. Why can't I? It's definitely been 4 weeks. He was out 6. It might be because the roster's already full at 53 players. So if I release somebody, and it's going to be Jordan Jenkins, who was a late injury sub addition, maybe now I can bring him back. And it's still not going to allow it for some reason. I thought it said 4 weeks. It's been 6. I've been lied to. That means we're continuing to rely on Thayer Munford at left tackle. He gets a pass protection boost with power and awareness. I do believe if things go our way in this matchup, we could possibly clinch a wild card spot. But for sure, we got to get this losing streak over with. So to get the day started then, Eagles football, they're driving down the field immediately. Jalen Hurts and an all-star cast around him on offense, 21 yards out. Back to pass, and Hurts to the 5-yard line and caught at the 2. Now they run it, and DeAndre Swift is in for the touchdown. Eagles strike first. Raiders looking to respond. A 14-yarder from Anthony Clinton helped us get into opposing territory. We go Josh Jacobs up the gut, and a gain of 5. Here's Stockton for Michael Mayer and a Raider first down. Stockton now at 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Really need to see him kind of lift this team in the final games to get us into the postseason. Jacobs now through a tackle as he gets 5 more. Taking on the Georgia Bulldog defense. Jacobs heads outside. That's a first down. Here's Stockton on the deep drop and a catch inside the 10. The reliable Michael Mayer. Bunched up on the left. Stockton for Jacobs in the flats. Up 2 around the 6. We do bring in Antonio Gibson. And Stockton finds Myers, who couldn't hold on to it. And the ball was right on him. I think here the last couple games, I would rather get a larger look at Anthony Clinton. I feel like Myers has not been able to separate as well this season. His contract's up at the end of the year. And now that, I kind of want to see what the rookie receiver, who's got a lot more speed, can do. 41-yard touchdown for Josh Jacobs on the following possession as the Raiders take a 10-7 advantage. But the Eagles continuing to shred this secondary, get into field goal range. And from the 7, it's Swift trying to score his second touchdown. He takes it to the 4. Again, Swift in for the touchdown. Eagles back in front. So we've got 3:42 to play now in the first half. And Stockton checks down. Jacobs for 1. Up the gut, and Jacobs for a few more. He's up to 88 yards after ripping off that long touchdown earlier. And now it's third down. Anthony Clinton on the outside next to Devontae Adams. Stockton off the fake. In trouble, and he's sacked. Around the edge, I believe that was Hassan Reddick, who really disrupted the play. A 14-10 game. 2-minute drill now for Philadelphia, and that's knocked away by L'Jarius Sneed. Wow, A.J. Brown had a step, but he makes the play. We bring pressure. That is incomplete. Now Johnson forces the incompletion. This cornerback duo is pretty special. And now trying to get off the field. Just a run with Swift. And he nearly got it. But now we're going to have a chance. Got Clinton back deep. Can the rookie give us a spark? He's got blocking in front. Slips a tackle and gets across the 30. I'm really trying to find a way to make special teams more exciting in a series like this. I'm not sure if I have to prioritize guys who can just break tackles or something, because I want to see some long returns. 1st and 10 with Stockton finding Adams for a minimal gain. They're keeping us to a really low yardage total in this first half. 2nd down. That's behind Clinton. Stockton's accuracy going back to last episode has been really spotty. Behind his receivers, in front of his receivers, he's just not been all that sharp. 3rd and 7, free rusher and sacked. Eagles ball again, this time into the hands of A.J. Brown. A quick hitter to Devontae Smith. And the Eagles have to think about using that second timeout here shortly. But we've already given up 2 first-half touchdowns, and this should not be a unit that gives up 3 1/2. Over the middle, that's incomplete. And on 3rd down, it's intercepted! That's Robert Spillane. Great job here at the end of the half on multiple drives. So we've got a short field, 2 timeouts, 26 seconds. Should be a good scoring chance. Stockton, couple of hitches and checks down. Jacobs broke a tackle, gain of 7. 17 seconds to go. Again, it's going to be Jacobs. And this time gets out of bounds. Carlson can kick it from here. I'm not sure we can look at getting a touchdown on this drive. But maybe it's Clinton inside the 20. Gotta burn the timeout there. At least the field goal gets much easier. But Anthony Clinton, we're going to see if he can be an X factor for the offense now in these final 2 games. Going into half, we got a 1-point difference. Now let's play in the second half now. Raiders down by 1. Got press coverage against Bateman and throwing his way. He comes away with it. Rashad Bateman, a step towards stardom this season. He's got 1 catch. The same is true for Devontae. That explains why the passing game has been mediocre. Play action. Now Mayer in the middle. And inside the Eagle 30. On first down, driving over the middle, and it's off the mark for Troutman. There have been some big gains left on the field. I think about Stockton trying to close it out against the Chargers and missing Myers twice. Now he's on target, but it's dropped. And that was, again, Jacoby Myers. Not exactly earning that second contract with us right now. It's third down. Downfield, caught, Bateman, touchdown! Raiders pull in front. What a season for Rashad Bateman. He has crushed all expectations and is realizing that potential the Ravens thought he had when they drafted him in the first round. Now let's go for 2 quick, and I'm not sure where Devontae is. No one's covering Bateman. What did we just do? Ooh, Davante Adams has an Achilles sprain. To be honest, that is an injury I don't know if I've ever heard. Usually it's an ankle sprain, an Achilles sprain. That one is new to me. But he should be able to come back later. For now, though, it's a 5-point game, and Max Crosby continuing to build that Defensive Player of the Year resume. After a loss of 5, Hurts passing, overthrowing his receiver Matt Moore. Oh, we coming after him here? It's usually a bluff, and that's the case again. Screen for Devontae Smith, and not much there. I love the Eagles staying on brand, though, with the screen pass in a critical situation like that. Rashad Bateman has 2 catches, and they've both been spectacular plays. Now, without Davante Adams, he is the de facto number 1 in this offense. Jacoby Myers now taking over the slot. We go to Jacobs on first down. A few on the game. Here's Jacobs, plowing his way to the 43 towards another 100-yard day. That's a full 2 yards to go. We toss out Jacobs. He's got the edge. And a first down. Another pitch going to Jacobs, and this one's going to lose 3. Taken down by Julian Blackmon. Clinton lines up next to Bateman on 2nd and long. He's flying down the field. There's Bateman. Another first down. See, I thought Rashad Bateman was going to come in to maybe be like a super slot receiver. But he's actually just lining up outside and roasting these corners. And now Jordan Davis is hurt at the end of this play. So the Eagles lose a big part of their Georgia Bulldog defense. And it's 2nd down and long. Stockton swings it out. Nice move by Jacobs, and still going. That's a first down. I can't believe he just did that. Play action. Here's Stockton. Intercepted in the end zone. What are you doing? Anthony Clinton was on the end line when he unloaded that pass. And that is a really good drive now thrown away. I think Bateman was wide open. You know, I've come to realize nothing's going to come easy in this series. It's 19-14. And the run to Swift. Merrig first, Snead cleans up. You know, team success is one metric by which to look at the series and if it's successful. What I look at is the comment section. Oh, broken up. And now Crosby's hurt at the end of this one. So Malcolm Kuntz comes in. 3rd and 7, I'll get back to my original point here momentarily. As Hurts scans and finds a man downfield. Epps gets beat for a big one into Raider territory by Grant Calcaterra. What I like to see in the comment section is people talking about this team like it's the real one they cheer for. You know, debating on the quarterbacks and kind of getting mad at the team sometimes. If you're mad at the team, that means you care. And that means the series is doing its job. That's caught by A.J. Brown for a gain of 9. My goal is not to make you angry watching the series. Now Hurts fires downfield. Wide open A.J. Brown. Eagles take the lead. We cannot afford to lose another game here, guys. Looks like Mary got pulled downfield. It looks like 4 verticals against potentially cover 2, which is not a good spot to be. Eagles attempted and made their 2-point try. So it's 22-19. And Denzel Stockton lets it rip, and it's caught by Mayer. I love seeing the comment section, though, and just seeing excitement about players. You know, different debates that you'd have among yourselves, just like on a real team. Bateman, oh, he's trying to get out of there and could not. I want everybody invested. The good, the bad, as long as you care what happens. That's off the mark for Bateman, who, surprise, was open again. Still no Davante Adams in the game. And now a catch for Jacoby Myers, who tumbles as soon as he makes the catch. Doing his best Tyler Lockett impression on that play. And that's going to end the quarter and likely give us Davante back. The Achilles sprain is still bothering him, apparently. Myers is still in the game. Stockton scans, gets it over the middle. Mayer for 6. Again to the air. Tossed out off the hands of Anthony Clinton. That was a good ball, too. Big drop there for the rookie. It's 3rd down for Stockton. Goes right back to him, and he dropped it again. Darius Slay on the coverage. Can I request Adams come back? Will return soon. Do you want to force this player to play while injured? Well, when you put it that way, it sounds bad. I hit yes. We tie the game on a field goal. It's coming down to the wire again. 4th quarter defense. Now, that's been the issue over our last 2 games. We all witnessed heartbreak twice over last episode, then thought the Chargers ruined the entire series. Turns out it wasn't even EA's fault. Off the fake. That is caught. Bring him down. Matt Moore to midfield. Hurts on 1st down. Finds Swift for 6. How about that stat line down below? As Hurts gets away for the 1st and more. Brought down at the 30. Jonathan Taylor just had like 28 carries and 4 touchdowns, $150, carrying his team. And now the Eagles getting into field goal range, and Swift getting 4 yards. Can you find a way to keep him to a field goal try? Hurts across the middle and lost the football. Raiders take it. Big turnover for this defense. We needed that. And we will take over at our own 22. And Davante Adams should be playing through that Achilles sprain. We run it with Jacobs. He's stuffed. Not sure Anthony Clinton deserves to play right now. But it's second down, and he can't come up with this one either. The rookie might not be ready. It's third down. We're setting up a screen. Jacobs has blocking, and he spins inside. He's got it. But at what cost? Josh Jacobs is shaken up on the play. He's had a couple first downs that I can't believe he got. I'm not used to running backs making the plays to get that first. So Antonio Gibson's in. Caught by Myers. Down to the 33. The emotional ride these receivers are taking us on today. Ooh, a flag down. Could that be a face mask? It sure is. Antonio Gibson is the running back. Gibson heads outside, turns the corner, and speeds into the end zone. Great block by Davante Adams, and the Raiders pull ahead. Runyon doing a good job there against Hassan Reddick. Terrible angle there by the safety. They take really bad angles in this game. I'm not sure if at higher overalls with certain pursuit ratings, if they take better angles, but the safeties, they definitely got some work to do getting them to actually do the job of a safety. 29-22, 6.5 to play as Swift picks up 5. Hurts pulls it back and runs into Epps. That play goes nowhere. Hurts on third down, incomplete for A.J. Brown. They haven't thrown it to him downfield nearly enough. And now we're going to try to run some clock, but we might not have Josh Jacobs available to do it. If that's the case, do we go with Antonio Gibson or Shakir Chaney, who's more of your bruising power back, much closer to the player I'd say Jacobs is? He has higher break tackle, higher trucking. Let's give him a shot. Chaney's in the backfield. From our own 28, here is Shakir Chaney for a short pickup. Fullback's in there on second down. It is a fake for Stockton. Looks downfield, and it's bobbled by Mayer, incomplete. Now Gibson checks in on third down, and it's knocked away. Eagles make quick work of that possession, and we'll get it back with 4 minutes left to go in this one. Could still be a lot of action as the Swift carry goes for a big gain. His longest of the day. We got 3 minutes left to go. Hurts to the air. That's hauled in by A.J. Brown. 6 grabs on the day for him. This time it's Swift getting away from Jones and stretching ahead for a 3-yard pickup. And that could take us to the 2-minute warning. And the defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Final play here before the warning. Hurts takes off and is brought down by Devin White. They're 28 yards away from the end zone. Pass from Hurts is cut by Devontae Smith at the 20. We've got to guard A.J. Brown down here in the red zone. Hurts for Swift inside the 10. I don't like where this is headed, guys. This is looking like it could be an overtime finish unless we keep him out of the end zone. 4 plays to get there. Hurts outside, down to the 2. They spread the field. 48 seconds to play. Hurts to the end zone and incomplete for Matt Moore. We've forced 4th down. The Eagles go trips to the right. Biggest play of the game right here. Raiders trying to clinch a playoff spot. Jalen Hurts! Touchdown! A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point from tying. Another 4th quarter lead surrendered And 39 seconds remain in regulation. I would prefer we don't see overtime. Can Denzel Stockton put us in range for a field goal? Anthony Clinton takes this out of the end zone. He can't make it to the 20. Come on, Stockton. It's year 2. You've got to show you've made that big leap. Deep drop. And outside. Gibson brought down. That was a really good tackle. No Josh Jacobs. The fullback's in. Oh, we're running this clock out. Okay. So one last play, and then we're going to hit overtime. I wish we had burned a timeout earlier. Overtime for the second straight week. Eagles will call this, and we have won the toss. We got the ball first last time and went 3 and out. Today's got to be different. Trying to reverse our fortunes and end the losing streak. It's Clinton from the 1 to the 20. And it's basically a touchback as we'll start on offense. And let's see if Jacobs is in there. At tailback, it is Shakir Chaney. A lot of star players have left the game today. Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams at one point. Not much here for the second year back. He loses one. On second down, it's in front of Mayer. These are the kinds of misses he had in the Chargers game. Stockton's got to find a way to make a play here. Third down, that's caught! Michael Mayer into Eagle territory. A touchdown would end it and keep our defense from seeing the field again. Can't believe it's gotten to the point where I'd rather them not see the field as Myers has first down yardage. Blitz coming. Stockton across the middle, but Mayer couldn't make this one happen. Now the run. That's Jacobs back in the game as he regains yard 100. But now a 3rd and 9. We are in field goal range. So long as we don't lose yards here on a sack. Stockton over the middle again. Michael Mayer extends the drive. Trying to put Philly away. Stockton. He's in trouble and sacked by Jalen Carter. Got to take a bite out of this here on second down. Mayer getting the yards back. It's 3rd down and 9 again. 10 catches for Michael Mayer. But who do you go to when you need the play here? Stockton's changing the play. Myers alone, top of the screen. And Stockton for Mayer again, but shy of the sticks. So that's going to bring out likely a field goal. No, the offense stays on the field. Oh, we're getting aggressive at trying to end this streak. And the fullback, he's got it. What a call. Nolan Irwin for the first down instead of Josh Jacobs. We're trying to get this touchdown. And also, we're running out the overtime clock. Stockton for Adams down to the 1. A touchdown ends it. 1 full yard out. Josh Jacobs, touchdown! Raiders win it in walk-off style. They've ended the losing streak and have win number 9. It might not clinch them a wild card this week, but it might. Certainly gives us a better chance at playing postseason football. Another overtime thriller for you in this episode. We've got 1 game left to go, but this is a big win. It was a big day for Denzel Stockton as he threw for 355 yards, a touchdown plus a pick. Josh Jacobs got to 100 yards a couple times in this game, and he gets us the game-winning touchdown. And I think Michael Mayer continues to show how valuable he is to this offense, and the same is true for Rashad Bateman. Defense didn't play great, I'm not sure what exactly has happened, but at least the offense overcame them today. We have not clinched a playoff spot yet. We are 9-7, same record as the Jaguars, who could still win their division. It's between them and the Colts right now. The Bills and Patriots are 8-8, so if we lose, there could be a very messy tie. We do have a head-to-head win against the Jaguars, so we'd love to see the Colts take that division to help us out. We also have a win against the Bills and a loss against the Colts. If we beat the Chargers in Week 18, we should be a playoff team. I think we're very likely to make it regardless of what happens. If we lose, though, there's potential we could get really unlucky. No Jon Runyan in Week 18. I really hope they allow me to take Colton Miller off IR this week. And we're not going to have Tyree Wilson either. Charles Snowden is out again. So linebacker's a little thin. I can return him. They'll allow it now. I'm not sure if I had to open up the roster spot prior to simulating to the next week, but whatever the case, at least he comes off IR for the finale. Let's give Michael Mayer a possession upgrade. I think he's been awesome in this series, and when his contract is up, I'd be leaning towards re-signing him. Should be one more year before that comes into play. But he has set new career highs in catches and yards this season. Touchdowns, there's still an opportunity. Kind of surprising how much quieter of a season it's been for Devin White. He missed some time, but even in the games he's played, he's not racked up the interceptions, sacks at anywhere close to the same rate, and he's played about 60% of the snaps that he did a year ago. After 14 sacks and interceptions combined, he's still at 0.5 this year. But the most important thing here is that we avenge our earlier loss to the Chargers by taking them down here in the season finale. 26 touchdowns, 11 picks for QB1 Denzel Stockton, who has dropped his interceptions from, 27 last year to 11 now? Now, what's in store between these two teams here this week? Chargers on their opening drive. They're able to take it in the red zone. Max Crosby gets a sack, but Keenan Allen's in the end zone. Finally, in the second quarter, we're getting a drive put together. We end up going for it on a fourth down. Antonio Gibson picks up the yardage. And I'm worried if he's getting all these touches down here. We do get the touchdown with Shakir Chaney. Could Josh Jacobs be hurt again? Just before halftime, Raider ball, under a minute left. Having trouble moving the ball in Charger territory, so we have to kick a field goal. Jacobs is fine, but Tyree Wilson, Jon Runyan obviously not playing in this game. Let's rejoin the field now, where it's a 10-7 Raiders advantage. And the Chargers have it in plus territory. Against the pressure, Justin Herbert off the mark for Keenan Allen. I know Allen was really good in the slot last episode, so we should probably make a switch there as Tevin Barr picks up a few. I want Allen to face either Snead or Johnson on every route he runs, if possible. Here's third down. And Herbert slings it to Allen for the first down. Empty on second down. Herbert downfield to Everett. Down to the 12. Again empty. Again the touchdown. Gerald Everett and the Chargers lead. Raiders respond in a big way. They get a 45-yard Rashad Bateman touchdown to retake the lead. And we're going to rejoin the offense now. Late third quarter, they're driving again with Josh Jacobs heading downhill. 9 yards. Again to Jacobs. He jukes out Derwin James, getting the first down gain. And that'll take us into the fourth quarter. Last episode, we blew a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth. So you can't feel like the lead is safe here. Up by 3 for the time being. Hoping we can add on to it. Here's Stockton. He's got Troutman now, and that's at the 10. Pulls it back. Gets the first down. Stockton tackled at the 3. They got Nolan Irwin in there, the fullback. 1st and goal Raiders. Leading the way and losing 5 on the play is Jacobs. A field goal here would only make it a 6-point game. Big 3rd and goal for Denzel Stockton. And it is off the hands of Rashad Bateman, incomplete. So what's it going to be this week? Chargers down 6. And it's swung out of the backfield for a solid 1st down pickup. Keep it on the ground now, and a big run for Spiller. That's a gain of 14 yards. Already getting into Raider territory, and now through the hands of Everett. Thank you for that. Now can we make a play? Showing pressure. I say we bring it here. And we only send 4. Incomplete. Defended by Spillane. On top of that, a mediocre punt will give us the ball at our own 29. Big sequence there for the defense. Let's say we hold the Chargers to 14 this week. That's a big improvement. New set of downs for Stockton. And dumped off here to Jacobs, who gets away again. Another 1st down where he earns every inch. Stockton to the air, and now Myers gets 9. Quick to Myers again, and he nearly got away. Down to the Charger 33. Not every game has to be a nail-biter down to the wire. We can put these guys away. We got 5 minutes left, up by 6. Stockton, it gets hit and dumps it to Jacobs. At the very least, you're in field goal range here. You can go up 2 possessions. But thinking back to last episode, that doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Here's 3rd down. Off the mark. Just ahead of Michael Mayer. I'm hoping in another year those throws are online. 47-yard try now for Daniel Carlson. He gets it up. The kick is good. Justin Herbert, just get ready for your off-season vacation. You do not need to have us replay what went down last episode. If we can guard Keenan Allen, we might have a chance. That's a big if. Gerald Everett on the catch, a gain of 6. Setting up the screen pass. It's a 1st down for Spiller down the sideline. Out of bounds at midfield. Herbert scanning. Gets it away. That's Palmer now bouncing off Raider defenders. And of course, it's a 1st down. Again, the formula for the Chargers is to score quickly here, ideally before the 2-minute warning. Caught by Everett again. Why are they refusing to use Mike Williams in both this game and the last matchup? 3 minutes to go. This time Everett over the middle. Still plenty of time. Herbert for Everett. That's a gain of 8. Why is Gerald Everett always open for these guys? That's 10 catches for him. Herbert protected. Caught. 1st down Allen. Where's the pass rush, by the way? I know part of it is out this week, Tyree Wilson, but it's not getting replaced. Herbert now pressured. They answer the call, and it's nearly a sack. To the ground. And a gain of 5 with Jalen Johnson now looking for some medical attention. So he's going to leave the field. That's never positive. 3rd down Chargers. Got to get inside the 2. They do one better. Touchdown, Mike Williams. And if you don't know the history of Mike Williams across my channels, this guy always finds a way to score against me. Doesn't matter what series it is. I was waiting for it the last couple days. The Chargers have made this a 2-point game. And we have the same situation that we did last episode. If we get a couple first downs, we can put them away. But they have all their timeouts and the 2-minute warning in this case to try and get it back. Chargers not known for their run defense here in the modern day, but we're throwing on first down and hitting the big play. Adam Troutman for a monster pickup. All the way to the Charger 35 as we hit the warning. Puts us in field goal range right off the bat. Now you can hit him with a few runs. Jacobs runs left, gets 2. Inside, James on the stop. One more tackle, and they ensure an opportunity. We're going to change the play, and usually that signals it's going to be a throw. 4-man rush for the win, caught by Adams! This game is over, and the Raiders should be headed back to the postseason. What a way to end it. Denzel Stockton to Davante Adams. The offense comes up big in last week's overtime game, and now here against the Chargers, we weren't giving them another chance. We should be kneeling out the clock right here. And this one, we'll put it away. We'll close the year on 2 straight wins with a 10-7 record. On to the postseason we go. Oh, but first, we're going to kick a field goal. A kick return here for the Chargers. That is a little dangerous, guys. Come on. I don't know why the clock management gets so weird in the Super Sim. Like, it changes the behavior of the game. But that is a win for our Raiders. Let's see what awaits us now. Looking ahead to Wild Card Weekend. Or I guess Super Wild Card Weekend now. It's a big deal. We get the Jets in our first game. We did not score in last year's postseason, so the bar is not set all that high for an improvement. But I want to win this year. I want us to win our first playoff game, which means we have to go toe-to-toe with a really good Jets defense. Here's how the playoff field came together. In the AFC, the Jets were the AFC East division winner. We end up being the 6th seed, as the Browns were a very quality 11-6 wildcard team. The Bills also made it. The Colts also made it. Had we lost our game, the head-to-head against Buffalo would have still made us a playoff team. In the NFC, it looks like this, with all teams having 10-plus victories. San Francisco's your 1 seed. If we win against the Jets, it's most likely we'd face KC, unless Buffalo upsets the Ravens to become the lowest seed remaining. There's really no way around Kansas City in most cases. But it's the Jets we're about to meet next episode, with Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson. They've got a really good defense. George Garrison's their quarterback, remember. He was the very injury-prone but really skilled rookie they chose to take. And it looks like he's been healthy this year, enough to have 30 touchdowns, 15 picks. Not sure he missed any games. Jets had a top 10 scoring offense and a number 6 scoring defense. Should be a really good game, I would imagine. So let's put a bow on this season then, talk about the team a little bit, check out the awards. So Denzel Stockton improved greatly this year to 27 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. The change in the offense was a huge success. Same touchdowns, less than half of the interceptions, and a better completion percentage with 0.5 longer yard per attempt. Josh Jacobs, meanwhile, was 6 yards shy of a 1,500-yard season. He also had 14 touchdowns. Compared to Season 1, he was about the same player. I do notice, though, he broke a lot less tackles this year for whatever reason. Rashad Bateman finishes as the leading receiver with 1,101 yards. A real breakout season for the Ravens' first-round pick. Devontae Adams had a lot of his production cut into by all the options we have in the offense. But actually, it compares pretty well to his previous season, so not much change there. Michael Mayer has proven to be very good. Jacoby Myers, I think he's solid, but we're seeing now that we likely want to go in a different direction in the future. He's had a good stretch in Las Vegas, but I can't see us re-signing him with only like $45 million in cap space for next year. Defensively, Max Crosby breaks out a 20-sack season, was a consistent disruption all throughout the year. He was by far our best defensive player this season. DJ Reader had 8 sacks and 48 tackles. I still kind of felt at times that the impact in the run game might have been a little underwhelming, but he was also one of the only, great run defenders this defense had, so I'm not sure if that's exactly fair. Ramon Hayes next to him was a rookie who is still developing at the position. Tyree Wilson missed some time. He had 7 sacks still. I thought Hayes had a good rookie year. 48 tackles, 4 sacks for a second-round defensive tackle is a win in my book. And then Malcolm Kuntz, 2 sacks for him. Robert Spillane was pretty productive. I love having him on the team still. Devin White, he was a lot more average this year. Overall, Patrick Mahomes had a 44 touchdown to interception ratio. That's got to be the best ever in NFL history or football history, any level. 44 touchdowns, 1 interception. Dak Prescott, 43-4. Brock Purdy, 37-3. Drew Peters, 21 INTs. Denzel Stockton did not lead the league this season. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor takes home the rushing title, just up past Christian McCaffrey and Josh Jacobs. And the leading receiver in the league was CeeDee Lamb at 1,540. Max Crosby led the AFC in sacks. Xavier Howard and Jabril Peppers with 6 interceptions. Deron Bland also had 6 interceptions, while DeMarcus Lawrence had 16.5 sacks for Arizona now. No surprise Patrick Mahomes is your MVP. You're just not topping the numbers he had this season. He's also Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Max Crosby with his great 20-sack season. Justin Gary takes home Offensive Rookie of the Year. We had nobody inside the top 10. And Devin Woodley wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Eventually, Ramon Hayes did get to the 9th spot. I'm really surprised that Denzel Stockton was only 10th for Best Quarterback, but then you see the list of quarterbacks in the AFC and you realize it's one of the toughest awards to win. Jonathan Taylor is Best Running Back. Rashee Rice, Best Receiver. Was kind of thinking Bateman had a chance to crack the top 10, but not this year. Dan Moore actually checks in at 3rd best O-line, even though he barely played. Max Crosby, best D-line. Josh Allen, best linebacker. Jabril Peppers, best DB. Here's the same awards in the NFC. Alex Collins, quarterback of the Seahawks, is the Rookie of the Year there. Darren Carr is Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Vikings. Otherwise, pretty expected award winners at a lot of these spots. Byron Young breaks out, though. That's a little bit of a surprise. 84 tackles, 10 sacks. That's a good year. The Rams also had a rookie quarterback this year in Dalton Barrett, who has star development. Had a pretty good year. Very good short accuracy player. The Seahawks' Alex Collins had a very productive year. He also has star dev. The Browns' Hunter Jenkins played over Deshaun Watson this year. And Jenkins also has star dev and could be their quarterback going forward, I'd imagine. What is Watson's rating now? Yeah, it's about the same overall-wise. So usually the quarterback of the future tag will break that tie. And in this case, the Browns have the highest paid backup quarterback, I think, in NFL history. This was actually a really good rookie class for quarterbacks then. There were like 5 and all played really well. George Garrison is the one who has normal dev, but really high ratings. Like, it'll take those other quarterbacks another year or two just to get where Garrison already is. And if he's healthy, which is a question, then he's going to be a good starter for New York. We'll find out how good next episode when we play our second playoff game of the series, taking on the New York Football Jets. And that'll do it for regular season, year 2 in the Raiders franchise. Thank you all for watching today's video. Much more success than what we had to endure last episode. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know how far you think we can go this year. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the next one.